Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to another instalment in the N-scale layout build in my new workshop. For those of you who pay attention to the lengths of these videos, you'll notice that this installment is a little shorter than most. I feel it is more important to look for appropriate breakpoints in the videos rather than try to get them all at the same length. But if you do feel disappointed in the length of this video, then feel free to watch it twice. Anyway, with that out of the way, and without further ado, let's just head out to the workshop and get to work. Well, before I went in yesterday, I got the next two cantilever brackets installed in this corner, and I also glued up the last of the curved benchwork frames. I don't need those for the corner section, those are for the end of the peninsula, but I figured I may as well build them while I had a little bit of time. So I'm going to finish those off this morning, get all the clamps recycled, and my main task for the day is to frame in this corner. And since it is July 4th, I'm going to name this area Independence Corner. So let me get to work. I'll check in with you periodically. Don't go away. Well, this arrangement may look a bit odd because I have this piece of framing sticking way out into the aisle. The thing here is that this end curve crosses two benchwork sections. So as a precaution, I made the curve longer than it needed to be. That is why I have excess curve causing this to be at the wrong angle. But I've got the distance correct here, and it ends up, whatever it ends up here, it's actually more like 7 inches than 6, which really doesn't matter. It will still look okay because the setback is still symmetrical on this aisle. So it's not going to look awkward or anything like that. And the track around this end curve is way back in the scene. So actually cutting it back further is in some respects a benefit. I have this end cut off accurately now, and I've installed this temporary leg here so I can remove this block, and then I can mark using a straight edge exactly where I have to cut it. So let me do that and I will be right back. Well, I have the front part framed up with the 3 cantilevers all joined in. This one I've even got the end frame on and bolted it to the next piece, at least in the front and middle. I still haven't built the back yet. Note how this doesn't line up. That is intentional. That's because the end curve extends a few inches onto this frame. And in situations like that, it's easiest just to ignore it and then put a packing piece in behind the fascia when I do that. It's just the opposite to this end where the curve is the other way. Also there, I just ignored it. The curve ends all back here, and that just gets belt sanded off. Anyway, now I'm going to go around the other side of the peninsula and work on filling in the back. So we do that, and I'll be right back. Don't go away. Well, the back side of this frame is coming along. I started off on this side that lines up with a long straight aisle, and now I've moved everything over to the front or to the end. I haven't attached this piece yet. That's the next one to go in, but now that I've confirmed that it's in the right place, I'm going to get the levels out of the way and then glue that in place. And I think that's the last of the slightly awkward bits. After that, there's just 2 long ones to go in the middle, another bracket, and then fill in the corner with a curve. So not much more to do now. Don't go away. I'll check in with you again when it's done. Well, apart from the curved former in the corner, this section is now fully framed up. Now it may look like these 2 pieces of wood don't do a lot, but they're actually vitally important because they help to make this a legitimate cantilever. Without them, this area would be entirely relying on the torsion strength of the plywood. And as anybody who's used it before knows, plywood has just about no torsion strength at all. So that is why these two are put in to stop this one twisting. And I have a block of 2x4 glued and screwed to the top of the backdrop, and there are 3 big screws into there, 2 into the end and 1 into the side. And then that makes this corner pretty solid. Well, that's all for this episode. Yes, I know it's a little shorter than usual, but don't worry, I will be back with another video in a few more days, and I hope to see you then. So in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.